scorching temperatures are set to continue this weekend as millions of Brits head out to enjoy the sun at the country's parks and beaches. Up to 100,000 holidaymakers have flocked to Bournemouth Beach to soak up the sun as Britain basks in a heat wave. This week has been the hottest of the year so far, with temperatures hitting highs of 88 F, 31 C, and tourists got to the beach early to get the best spot. The roads approaching the Dorset seaside town are gridlocked, and hordes of people have been arriving by train as crowds also flocked to the southeast to enjoy the sun in Brighton. The heat wave has caused lettuce shortages because conditions are too hot for the crop, and Northern Ireland has been the subject of the UK's first hosepipe ban in 6 years as millions flocked to seafronts all over England. The first hosepipe ban of the year has hit the UK, with water companies asked customers in Northern Ireland not to use hosepipes or water sprinklers as the heat wave continues. Clouds in Belfast this morning will soon swept away by sunshine, with temperatures this morning at 63 F, 17 C, and set to climb. The hosepipe ban began at 6 p.m. last night, and Severn-Trent Water has asked people to be careful with their water. Before that, the most recent ban was imposed across southern and eastern England back in 2012 due to widespread droughts. London will experience highs of 77 F, 25 C today, with the sunshine from the eastern parts of the country clearing at cloudy start in the west. Despite the continuing heat wave, there is a small risk that thundery showers will hit the northwest later today, with the same predicted for northwest Scotland and southwest England tonight. The BBC has reported that supermarkets could be hit by lettuce shortages next week because high temperatures have boosted demand for salads, while also stopping the crop's growth. Share this article. Share. The Met Office has warned hay fever sufferers of very high pollen levels in the west of Scotland and Northern Ireland, with the entire of England and Wales experiencing high levels. Very high UV levels will hit sunbathers all over England, Wales and Northern Ireland, with only the most northerly portion of Scotland escaping the top level with a high rating. Senior forecaster Marco Patagna said, "There's a lot of fine weather still to come," he said. There will be low cloud to start the day, especially across central and eastern areas of England and Scotland and possibly in Wales. But that will soon burn away through the morning. The recent hot spell has put a strain on utility companies, which have been pumping millions of litres into their systems. Northern Ireland's Water Chief Executive Sarah Venning said, "We have maximised our water production and need customers' help to reduce demand. We are asking customers to take heed of the hosepipe ban and stop non-essential water use. Using hoses and sprinklers is causing demand to exceed the capacity to supply." Severn-Trent said, "We're set for another hot weekend, and, with demand for water really high, we're producing millions of extra litres. We're asking customers to be careful with their water and for now avoid using the garden sprinkler or hosepipe." Meanwhile, gritters, a site more usually associated with winter, have been deployed in some areas, spreading crushed rock dust onto melting roads to create a non-stick layer between the surface and vehicles. Things are set to cool heading into next week, with Monday through Wednesday bringing showers to southwest England with patchy rain hitting Scotland. Best places to buy your barbecue food this weekend. Burgers M&S our best ever burger X2, 340 grams, 3 pounds. 50. The meat has a rough texture and has been formed into thick patty. Bone marrow has been added for a juicier result. Excellent. Morrison's for the best Scotch beef quarter pounders, 0.454 kilograms, pounds 3 thick, firm, meaty patties which shrink a little when cooked, but are succulent and perfectly seasoned. A winner. Buns Little Deluxe 4 luxury brioche burger buns, 79 with their glossy tops and airy, buttery texture. These don't just taste and look good, they are kind on the packet too. M&S 6 onion posh dog rolls, 1 pound .85 enriched with egg and butter and flavored with caramelized onions. These substantial bridge rolls are absolutely delicious. Sausages Tesco Finest 12 Moroccan-inspired pork mini sausages, 400 grams, 2 pounds and 50 pence made from pork blended with dried apricots and seasoned with a mix of spices and chili. The perfect size for finger food. Little Deluxe 6 outdoor bred British pork sausages, 400 grams, 1 pound. 89 made with 95% pork and flavored with nutmeg, coriander and onion. These are juicy, substantial and tasty. Chicken as the butcher selection tikka breast steaks, 380 grams, pounds 3. A fantastic amount of spicy marinade which coats the chicken in a tasty light crust as it cooks. An absolute winner. Coleslaw Waitress rich and creamy deli-style coleslaw, 500 grams, 2 pounds. 10. The red onion, chives and mustard in this creamy combo create a delicious slaw. Tesco Finest coleslaw, 335 grams, 1 pound. 35. This has a creme fraiche based mayo, but it works really well here. Lovely and creamy, with good textures and flavor. Very nice. Veggie Sainsbury's love your veg. 6 vegan Cumberland sausages, 350 grams, 2 pounds. 25 mushroom-based sausages that have a warm, peppery flavor. Non-veggies will love these too. M&S Veggie 6 roasted mushroom and red onion sausages, 270 grams, 2 pounds and 50 pence. Mature cheddar, kale and quinoa are added to pea and mushroom sausages. Tasty, with bags of texture steak. Tesco Finest ranch steaks with garlic butter, 306 grams, pounds 628. A matured beef with a peppery marinade and garlic butter. Delicious. Ketchup Aldi Bramwell's tomato ketchup, 560 grams, 0 pounds .45. Delicious, not too sweet, lightly spiced and a strong flavor of tomatoes comes through. Good price too. Fish Morrison Sea Bream with orange, rocket and yellow pepper, from Fish Counter, 290 grams, 3 pounds. 50. A showstopper which makes the garden smell like a Mediterranean restaurant. Flesh is soft and tastes like summer. I send 2 citrus, coriander, and peppercorn tuna steaks, 180 grams, pounds 3. Look incredibly sophisticated, though best defrosted. Seriously good, tart, tasty, and firm.